Nestled deep in the woods, Erdem's enchanting retreat promised a peaceful escape from the hustle of city life. A group of friends eagerly booked the secluded cabin, drawn in by its rustic charm and the promise of serene solitude. Upon arrival, the friends were greeted by a mysterious host named Ilara. She was elegant with an otherworldly aura, and her eyes held secrets untold. She welcomed them warmly, but something in her smile seemed off, a flicker of darkness beneath the surface. The cabin was adorned with peculiar relics, a dusty mirror that reflected distorted images, and an antique doll with eyes that seemed to follow their every move. The friends dismissed these oddities, attributing them to the rustic charm of the place. That night, the friends experienced unsettling dreams. They found themselves wandering through the woods, pursued by shadowy figures whispering ancient incantations. The dreams felt vivid, as if the forest itself was trying to communicate something dark and foreboding. One by one, the friends began to vanish. Their disappearances were subtle at first, a missed breakfast, a skipped hike. But as the days passed, their numbers dwindled, leaving behind an atmosphere thick with fear and paranoia. In the dead of night, haunting melodies echoed through the cabin. The remaining friends followed the sound, leading them to a hidden room. There they found an old piano, its keys moving on their own accord. The melody grew louder, filling the air with an eerie ambience. Amidst the piano keys, they discovered cryptic notes written in an ancient language. When translated, the notes revealed a dark ritual, one that spoke of sacrifices and a curse that bound the cabin and its occupants to a malevolent force. Terrified, the remaining friends attempted to flee, but the forest seemed to conspire against them, leading them in circles. Every path they took led them back to the cabin, as if the woods themselves were under the curse's influence. Ilara, the enigmatic host, revealed herself to be a witch bound to the cabin by a curse she had cast centuries ago. She explained that the friends' presence had awakened the ancient magic, and now they were entangled in the same curse that had bound her for centuries. Ilara warned the friends about the malevolent force lurking within the cabin, a vengeful spirit seeking revenge for a past injustice. The spirit fed on fear and despair, growing stronger with each disappearance, and it would not rest until it consumed every soul within its reach. Ilara revealed a way to break the curse, a binding ritual that required courage, unity, and a sacrifice. The friends, realizing their dire situation, agreed to perform the ritual, hoping to free themselves from the malevolent force's grasp. At midnight, under the light of a blood moon, the friends gathered in the hidden room. Ilara guided them through the ritual, their voices rising in unison as they chanted ancient incantations. The cabin shook, and a shadowy figure emerged, its eyes glowing with malicious intent. The friends engaged in a battle of wills with the vengeful spirit. Their combined strength pushed back against the malevolent force, each of them confronting their deepest fears and regrets. The cabin trembled with the intensity of their struggle, the very walls seeming to groan under the pressure. In a moment of selflessness, one of the friends offered themselves as a sacrifice to weaken the vengeful spirit. Their bravery created a momentary opening, allowing the others to strengthen their resolve. The sacrifice, though heartbreaking, gave them the opportunity they needed to fight back. With a final surge of energy, the friends channeled their courage and determination, banishing the vengeful spirit from the cabin. The malevolent force shrieked in agony, its form dissipating like smoke in the wind. The cabin, once cloaked in darkness, was bathed in a warm golden light. Ilara, freed from her centuries-long curse, thanked the friends with tears in her eyes. The ancient magic that had bound her to the cabin faded, and she embraced her newfound freedom with a sense of awe and gratitude. The friends, too, felt a weight lift from their shoulders as the curse's influence dissipated. With the curse broken, the friends left the cabin behind, their hearts heavy with the memories of their harrowing ordeal. As they stepped back into the sunlight, they felt a sense of profound relief. The nightmare was over, and they were free to return to their normal lives. Despite their escape, the friends found it hard to shake off the lingering fear that had settled in their hearts. The haunting melodies and shadowy figures continued to haunt their dreams, reminding them of the supernatural horrors they had faced. Back in their everyday lives, the friends encountered unexplained phenomena. Objects moving on their own, strange whispers in the wind, and flickering lights. The supernatural events seemed to follow them, as if the malevolent force had not been fully banished. Determined to find answers, the friends embarked on an investigative journey. They delved into ancient texts and consulted experts in the occult, hoping to understand the origins of the curse and find a way to fully rid themselves of its lingering influence. Their research led them to a sinister revelation. The vengeful spirit was not bound solely to the cabin. It was a malevolent entity that had existed for centuries, seeking out vulnerable souls to torment. The friends realized that their battle was far from over. The vengeful spirit, now unleashed from the cabin, pursued the friends relentlessly. It manifested in various forms, a shape-shifting entity that played on their deepest fears. The friends struggled to maintain their sanity as the spirit's attacks grew more intense. In a desperate attempt to protect themselves, the friends sought out protective charms and talismans. They adorned their homes with symbols of ancient warding, hoping to create barriers against the malevolent force. For a brief period, the attacks seemed to subside, giving them a false sense of security. The deceptive calm was shattered when the vengeful spirit launched a full-scale assault on the friends' homes. Objects flew across rooms, and chilling laughter echoed through the halls. The protective charms proved futile against the spirit's rage, leaving the friends defenseless. With their backs against the wall, the friends made a desperate pact with Ilara, the witch they had once saved. They pleaded for her assistance, willing to do whatever it took to banish the vengeful spirit once and for all. Ilara agreed, her eyes filled with a mixture of pity and determination. Ilara revealed a dark ritual, one that required a significant sacrifice. The friends hesitated, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of what was at stake. In the end, they agreed to the ritual, knowing that their sacrifice could save not only themselves but countless others who might fall victim to the vengeful spirit. At midnight, under the light of a blood moon, the friends gathered in a circle. Ilara chanted incantations, her voice rising above the howling wind. The ritual was a symphony of ancient words and flickering candlelight, a desperate plea for divine intervention. As the ritual reached its climax, one of the friends offered themselves as a sacrificial offering. Their bravery created a surge of energy, a beacon of hope in the face of darkness. The vengeful spirit shrieked in fury, its form writhing in agony. In the midst of the ritual, a blinding light enveloped the circle. An otherworldly presence descended, its power overwhelming. The divine intervention banished the vengeful spirit, its anguished cries fading into the distance. The friends felt a sense of peace wash over them, the weight of their burden finally lifted. However, the divine intervention came at a price. The friend who had offered themselves as a sacrifice was forever changed, their essence intertwined with the divine presence. They bore the mark of their sacrifice, a constant reminder of the darkness they had faced and the light that had prevailed. The friends mourned the loss of their sacrificed companion, their victory bittersweet. The town, once plagued by the vengeful spirit's presence, was now free. The residents felt a renewed sense of safety, though their hearts were heavy with the memory of the friends who had given everything for their peace. Despite the victory, lingering shadows continued to haunt the town. The sacrificed friend's presence was felt in every rustle of leaves and every whisper of the wind. The town's residents, while grateful for their newfound safety, couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. The sacrificed friend became an unseen guardian, watching over the town from the realm beyond. Their presence offered comfort to the residents, a silent assurance that they were never truly alone. The town's folklore spoke of the guardian who had paid the ultimate price for their safety, and the tale became a cautionary legend, a reminder of the importance of courage and sacrifice. In the aftermath of the vengeful spirit's defeat, the town began to rebuild. Homes were restored, and laughter once again filled the streets. The residents, while scared by their ordeal, found solace in one another. Their shared experience had forged a bond that could not be broken, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The tale of the friends' bravery and sacrifice became a cherished legend, passed down through generations. It was a story of light overcoming darkness, of courage in the face of fear. The town's residents held an annual memorial in honor of the sacrificed friend, their gratitude expressed through prayers and offerings. The town's spirit remained resilient, a beacon of hope in a world that often felt shadowed by uncertainty. The sacrificed friend's legacy lived on, their bravery inspiring others to stand tall in the face of adversity. The town, once plagued by darkness, had become a sanctuary of light, a testament to the enduring power of sacrifice and the unwavering human spirit. The town's residents never forgot the sacrifice made by the friend who had offered themselves to save them. Their gratitude was unending, expressed in the blooming flowers that adorned the sacrificed friend's memorial and the quiet moments of reflection under the starlit sky. The town flourished, its prosperity a testament to the courage that had saved them all. Despite their peace, the town's residents remained vigilant. They knew that the supernatural world was vast and unpredictable, and they remained prepared for any future threats. The guardian's sacrifice served as a reminder of the importance of unity and courage, a beacon of hope that guided them through the years. The bonds forged during the ordeal remained unbreakable. The surviving friends, now bound by a shared history of bravery and sacrifice, continued to support one another. Their friendships deepened, each day a testament to the enduring strength of their connection. The tale of the vengeful spirit and the brave friends who had faced it became a timeless legend, told to children as a cautionary tale and recited during town celebrations. The sacrificed friends' memory lived on, their story a beacon of hope that resonated through the ages. Years after the events, an enigmatic visitor arrived in the town. They bore a striking resemblance to the friend who had sacrificed themselves. Their eyes held ancient wisdom, and their presence seemed to carry a sense of peace. The town's residents whispered that it was the spirit of the sacrificed friend, returned to watch over them once more. Every once in a while, haunting melodies would echo through the town. The residents knew that it was the sacrificed friend, playing an otherworldly tune on an ethereal instrument. The music brought comfort rather than fear, a reminder that they were never truly alone. The sacrificed friend's essence became an eternal light that illuminated the town, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear. Their presence was felt in every act of kindness and every moment of bravery, a guiding force that inspired the town's residents to face the unknown with courage and hope. The town's residents, inspired by the sacrificed friend's bravery, formed unbreakable bonds of unity and compassion. They stood together in the face of challenges, their shared history serving as a reminder of the strength that could be found in solidarity. As the years passed, the town's gratitude for the sacrificed friend's bravery remained boundless. Their sacrifice had not only saved the town, but had also transformed it into a sanctuary of courage and love. The town's residents lived their lives with a sense of purpose, their actions guided by the memory of the friend who had given everything for their safety. And so, the tale of bravery and sacrifice became a legacy, an eternal reminder of the enduring power of light in the face of darkness.